Yeah. This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Let's go.
Good food and wine shows on all weekend. It's starting today. Tickets at the door at goodfoodshow.com.au. And Miguel is in the studio, as you can hear.
How long has it been? It's before the pandemic. It's before the pandy.
So it was like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago?
Since last time I was here with you guys, we were talking about chorizo. I still remember our nice conversation.
Yeah, I know.
It was a really gastronomical conversation.
It was
really
very
good.
nice.
A lot of flavour,
A
a lot
lot
of
of
volume.
flavour. Yeah, just the right seasoning as well.
I know.
Yeah. You rammed your fist in there with some stuffing.
And I was like, oh, and a lot of caramelization. A little bit more caramelization, a little more action, please.
Can I just say, we were talking about what's happening here in this weekend, which is the EPL as well.
Yep.
And you were just telling me about a match that you went and saw.
The Football Club Barcelona against the A-League.
Can I just say, anyone with your accent is the most adorable thing, the way you say Barcelona.
You know, I reckon the Channel 10 got me to go and do the cross because I was the only person in Channel 10 that could say Barcelona properly.
Barcelona, Sean.
It's almost Barcelona.
When you're over there, if you don't say it properly like that, everyone gets angry because the Catalonians, that's the way they say it, don't they?
Barcelona, you need to get it.
But when you get back here, you're not allowed to say it. He can say it. We're not allowed, because then you look like just a wanker.
But you know, sometimes people, that's such an amazing point. You know, sometimes you go to an Italian restaurant and Aussie's trying to pronounce something really weirdly in Italian, so they'll be like, oh, hey, guy, mate, are you having a little bit of bruschetta? Mate, why are you speaking so weird? Oh, you have the boscagiol. And it's like, mate, like, why are you suddenly speaking like a weirdo? And it's like, you know, like they're trying to put the accent and you look like mental.
Yeah, straight at anyone that tries to get it legit. It's like, oh, shut up. Like you're in Australia, say it properly.
Oh, in French restaurants, like having to meet with friends, right? They're trying to show off and it's like, oh, have you, mate, hey, you going? You know, I've been kicking out goals the whole weekend, have a couple of beers with my friends. Oh, would you like to try the Beaujolais? What? And what about a little bit of coq au vin? It's like, what? What do you say? Like, you know what I mean? Some people try so hard.
Miguel, I went to a Turkish store for the first time, a Turkish takeaway years and years and years ago, and I'd never ever been in there. And I liked the look of this thing on the menu, and I said, like, very proudly, and they lost it laughing at me. I said, I'll get one ham and cheese pied, thanks. Pied. And they went, that's a pide. Oh. And then they were, and I was that ashamed.
Because you know, for the people, the Italians or the French or the Spanish or the Turkish, for the original language, that's funny. Like the same way you see the ice cubes in Barcelona, probably you sound it for them. It's like, oh, he's saying pie instead of pie.
Look at him, little gorgeous kid.
Hey, Miguel, your team over back at home, who did you follow? You'd have been a mad football fan. Who was your side?
It's a little bit of an embarrassing question because I support Real Murcia, and Real Murcia will be probably one of the worst teams in the world, but it's my team.
How do we say that?
Real Murcia.
We don't say Murcia, do we?
Murcia.
We say Murcia.
Murcia, yeah, but you see, you need the Murcia, and we are in Tercera División. We're like in the third division. We're not great, but it's my team, and you are true.
So that's your town.
Yeah,
is that your town?
It's the worst team in the world.
But it's my team. You know, we can't even afford to pay for the hot showers.
You know, like people have shower with cold water.
Do you call yourself the Murcians?
A Murcian, yes.
I'm Murcian. And you got to do this thing. Listen, Katie, I'll do it very carefully. Murcian.
Don't do that again.
Murcian.
Everything in Spain is like,
you need
Yeah, you
so you can say,
Murcian.
oh, hello, how you
going? We like to have some jamon.
I know, but that's not very COVID safe, is it, these days?
Sean, when you go back to this microphone, oh my God, this thing is come off.
Do it in Nathan's face.
Get me out of here.
Now, as you know, Sean's away. Sean's at home doing, ISO. But tell us about when you got COVID and you're with your family over in Spain.
When my mum and dad came from Spain, right? My mum and dad didn't get COVID in Spain for like 3 years. The hardest place in the world is the most cases. They arrived to Australia within 3 minutes. They get COVID. So the whole family is like my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my brother, his wife. We all get COVID. We live in 2 houses that build together.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like big fat Greek wedding. Like all together. And the 10 of us, with my kids included, like got COVID at the same time. Less than my mom. So my mom was always in the pool or in the spa, so she didn't get contagious with us. But like nobody cared that I had COVID because I'm the guy that look after the house. I'm the one that cooks breakfast, that clean the dishes. I'm the guy that runs the show.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I got COVID. I'm like, I got COVID too.
And nobody cared. Oh, is the breakfast ready?
I got COVID. Somebody wanna give me some mercy?
No, Miguel, is lunch ready? Come on, wash the dishes. You know, always with a whip, everyone feeling sorry for themselves.
Even the kids, Papa, is the pancakes ready? I'm like, when is this COVID gonna finish?
No.
I'm on a holiday.
Isn't that sad?
Miguel, I've been able to lock myself away. Actually, I've been locked away. I won't say lock myself away, but yeah, no one's got anywhere near me. So yeah, peace and quiet, mate.
lucky
I've been
you,
watching
mate.
Netflix, everything.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Now, Miguel,
I'm still in Ibiza.
you've been talking about Ibiza. Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Yes, yeah.
So Miguel, tell everybody you used to catch the ferry from Barcelona over.
No, so it was the ferry from Alicante.
Yes.
Or Valencia or Denia on the Thursday. So you go there and party all the way to Sunday. And you don't really know what happened in the middle.
So you remember the trip over, you
I
remember the trip
going
back.
and buying the ticket, and I remember my mom saying,
Miguel, wake up. Wake up. And I'm already in my bed.
wearing
In Murcia.
a boob tube,
wearing
someone's
someone
tight leather
else's-
pants.
wearing like a drag queen outfit. You know, like, really, what happened in all that time?
Hey, look, we better talk about food. I want to in the paper today and online everywhere. There is a photo of you holding your giant piece of meat, 1.2 kilo tomahawk. I would not even know how to start to even think about cooking that, Miguel.
You see, that's a great point. I think we are wrong 9 times. We think when people come over for dinner, you see 5 people come for dinner.
Yeah.
You buy 5 steaks.
Yes.
So that's wrong. You buy 5 steaks and normally like a Scotch fillet or like a filet or like a sirloin.
Yep.
They have no bone and very little fat.
Yeah.
So they're very easy to overcooked. Now, the whole point behind the tomahawk, and that's what I'm trying to teach people, in one massive steak like that, you only need 1 steak for everyone. So the whole family, there are 5 people that were eating 1 steak each, eat 1 steak. And because it's in the bone, it's a dorsalis spinalis. T-bone is a ribeye
Yes.
with the whole full rib that goes all the way to the end of the cage. And the protection of the bone and the fat, for people that are not confident cooking, it makes it really hard to overcook because there's a lot of protection in the bone, you know, and the connective tissue
Yes.
that surrounded the nice flesh. Now, this is the best part.
What?
In the family, it's always somebody like a well done, medium red, medium well,
Oh, there's
blah, blah,
different
blah.
bits.
Always they're really annoying. Oh, yeah, I like that burn beat a little bit more, blah, blah. The thing is, when you cook that steak, you get all the temperatures in one steak because the part closest to the bone is your medium rare.
Yeah.
The more closer you get into the side of the fat, you go all the way to the medium well. And when you carve it, and everybody get a massive slice of
Yes.
it, first thing, you save money because
Yeah.
it costs less money than 5 steaks.
Yeah.
Second thing, you know, you don't eat so much meat, so you get more garnishes, more vegetables, more chippies, more nice salads, you know. And at the same time, the wow factor, you put that chunk of meat, boom. Oh, that was a little bit like...
With a chunk of meat.
that what happens?
That was my arm, I promise.
Sorry, Miguel, I've seen this movie. Keep going.
I know, you put the chunk of meat on the table.
beautifully carved, and everybody's like, wow. And that's when you can share.
And I'll just say,
There's no way back for
I was
it.
say, your chunk of meat is well done. But okay, I'll give you a question of this.
Let's rewind.
It's so big. That tomahawk steak is so big. If you put handlebars and 2 wheels on it, it's a bicycle.
Yeah, it's like,
that's
like
huge.
the Flintstones.
So you can't cook that in your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone is got a
In
barbecue.
your house, you could cook that on your stove, Sean.
Nate, I've seen that photo and I've had a couple of those at our house, so I was able to get a couple of those.
How
in the
many
past. So-
burners do you have on?
No, you put it on the barbie, right? You
barbecue.
put it on the barbie, Miguel.
Yeah, on the
and
barbecue.
And you cook it, and then you chuck it in the oven.
You
That's
flash
right,
it.
How
Yeah.
big's your oven?
No, the oven is in a tray. You could fit it, and if it's too big, sometimes you could almost ask your butcher to, with the saw, cut a little bit of the tip. And the thing is, this is going nowhere.
I've only got a 60
I'm
centimetre
getting
oven,
lost.
so I'd just be able to fit in the tip.
I'm getting lost in your eyes. But the thing is,
like a piece of meat like that is so rewarding because at the at the same time you feeding the whole family, you really show off. When people come in and you put that in a platter, carved beautifully like that, it's a wow factor. And
Oh,
that's what
so
you're gonna
good.
do. And you just have to keep in mind, it's a lot of people out there that say turn the steak many times, do this, do that.
Yeah.
I think it's all a little bit of rubbish the chefs put on TV so we get, scared of cooking meat at home.
Yeah, yeah.
I always go for the 4 minutes in each side. So
Yeah.
it's a
Yep.
searing process.
Yeah.
They actually create a crust because I love a steak with a really nice crust. And
Yep.
I do what Sean does. Exactly the same. Just flush in
Yep.
the oven in intervals of 4 or 5 minutes until you are comfortable.
Yep.
You can get a meat thermometer and just think 3 temperatures. So you can get 48, 58, 68. So that's your medium rare to well done.
Nathan's thinking about his meat thermometer.
And everything in the middle is your medium rare and your medium well. And the thing is, you keep mind on that 3 temperatures. It's getting hot in here, is that me? Or just a kangaroo I got in my t-shirt. I know it's getting hot in here. Another thing in really nice garnishes, we cannot just think in the steak. It needs to be homemade chips.
Oh, yeah.
Or a beautiful béarnaise sauce. Or a homemade barbecue sauce. A big coleslaw with a couple of twists. Maybe some spiralized veggies or something really funky.
Yeah. Okay. So, what is the etiquette though? Once you're done with that, is it communally? Do you suck on the bone afterwards, or do
I always suck the bone.
So just one person
I'm
sucks the bone.
Yeah, I'm the guy with the bone. And it's always one guy in the house that the fatty bits, they really get into it. And you can really suck the bone.
You can really. I'm that guy. But the thing, let's talk about the dessert. I think we got some churros.
How many of those can you fit in the mouth at once? Good food and wine show happening all weekend. And how about this? Any budding master chefs, look out, because there's going to be scouts on the lookout all weekend alongside former master chef contestant Brendan Pang. So you could literally go down there, have a great feed, have some great wine, talk about sucking the big bone with Miguel, and then be on the next season of MasterChef.
Whoa, there you go.
Sounds
Hey,
amazing.
sounds like a weekend.
Thanks so much for joining us, Miguel.
Thanks, Miguel.
The barricades are service space.
The meat's done.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.